We're Shannon at the end of 2021, we decided it was time for a complete life change. So we sold our house and business. Now we are travelling around Australia looking for adventure and seeking moments of solitude. Morning guys, we've made it to the Flinders Rangers National Park. We're currently staying at Wilpena Pound Resort, which is ultimately like a caravan park with all your normal caravan park facilities, but they also have really good service. Not somewhere that we would normally stay, but we needed to stay here for a couple of reasons. Number one, we were waiting on a really important email to come through last night, which we have to action this morning. Number two, which is a little bit more exciting, is that the summit walk of the highest peak within the area starts from here, and that is high on our to-do list. Shannon's cooking us some breakfast up. We're going to get into that email and get it done, and then we're going to hit a track and get a walk under our belt.
We just started the Mount Ohlssen trail. It's about 6.4 kilometres and it should take us around 4 hours return trip.
Already stripping off our jackets. Already puffing. It's been a couple hundred metres.
And look at where we're going. All the way up there. Don't know if you can see that.
Big steps for little legs. Oh, that's a massive step.
We're, I'm guessing, somewhat about halfway up, and the views are absolutely incredible. Check, oh, I'll work my way through this, out to the edge. Check out these views, absolutely stunning. It's definitely a up walk. You're basically heading straight up from the get-go. There's no easing into it.
Oh, another two over there. Oh, a grey one there. Yeah. 8 goats. Wow. Cool. I have to say though, the views up here, looking into the pound now, they're just spectacular. It's making me feel like the effort is going to be worth it. And the effort to a summit is always worth it. You just got to remember it when you're pushing on the way up. Wow, this is spectacular.
I reckon that's St Mary's Peak.
That's maybe St Mary's Peak.
Off in the distance.
The highest summit, which we're going to try and attempt. Wow.
We've done it.
We did it. Oh, that's spectacular.
We've made the summit of Mount Ohlssen.
Woo!
Absolute epic walk.
Good walk, yeah.
Very.
I could be a little bit fitter.
Yeah, it's rated as a hard walk by the national parks, and
Difficult, I believe.
how difficult was it?
Yeah, which I think is their hardest category.
Yeah. And I definitely probably agree with that. I mean, we've had 50% success rate from people we've spoken to on the way up that haven't made it.
Yeah.
But the views up here,
Wow.
absolutely spectacular.
And then if Shannon pans to the right there, that's the Pound. Like, it's just, I don't know what it is, a massive crater.
I'm not sure.
Just awesomeness.
Yeah.
Oh,
This is what it's all about, getting to these places.
totally agree. Absolutely. This is living.
This is living.
Yeah. Morning guys, I'm heading over to the visitor centre just to use a little bit of free Wi-Fi, and I thought that I'd give you a little bit more information about Wilpena Pound Resort. So the resort has a little bit of resort style accommodation, then also has the camping side of things. That's where we are. Now, we paid $25 a night for an unpowered site, and it's ultimately, the camping side of things is just a standard caravan park, but the benefit to it is that it's really big grounds so that the non-powered sites actually have a lot of space, so we're a bit more spread out, so we're not packed in like sardines like a normal caravan park, which is really nice. An alternative accommodation that they have is their safari camping, which is glamping style camping. Now, they also have a bar and a restaurant, they have the information centre, they have a general store, they have fuel, they have bike hires, and I'm sure there's more. The information centre is run by the resort itself. So if you're after really specific information, and even your camping and your national parks pass for the actual national park, you're best off to do that online. They can help you with it. I just found that they weren't overly knowledgeable, but what they're really good with is the information around the Wilpina Pound itself. So then you can book the accommodation within the Wilpina Pound through them and get information about Wilpina Pound from them. My legs are just a little bit sore from yesterday, so I'm going to do some editing today and some stretching. Shannon's going to be looking over the car and doing a little bit of planning for our next leg of the trip. And then we're both going to have haircuts. We're going to give each other a haircut, which means we're going to be looking all nice on track tomorrow when we see you in the morning, ready to do St Mary's Peak Summit Walk, which we're really looking forward to. This is us today, guys. St Mary's Peak. We can do it two different ways. The direct route, which is 6 hours, 14.6 k's, which is up here. We can come straight back down there as well. Or we can add on the loop, which is this bad boy, which makes it 9 hours, 25.1. Then if we still have puff, we can add on this little side lookout as well. Doubt we'll be able to do that because we're already 21.5 k's if we do the long loop. Let's get cracking. Shan says I got a head torch mark on my forehead. Oh yeah. Weaning into it, guys. Weaning into it. It's gradual.
Gradual uphill.
Yeah.
I think we'll get to a point but where it's going to be just like
rock.
boom.
Scrambling straight up.
Straight up.
Yeah.
Ah, low fog too in the valley.
Oh, can you see the low fog? I don't think so. Oh, there he is. Shannon just walked into his web. Lucky he's up high. Shannon doesn't like spiders. I would never guess that we've walked 4.4 k's so far. We're still on this fairly just gradual upward climb. The path hasn't been too bad. It's starting to get a bit rockier and steppier now. So far so good. Terrain definitely just changed. It's definitely steeper and rockier too, just straight after that last marker.
Slowly climbing up into the fog that's up in the peak of these mountains.
Oh, more big steps. Oh, nothing but fog at the moment, guys. Disadvantage to getting up early is that we may be missing out on some of those vantage points, so those views, because of the fog. But it also adds a extra element of
Mystery.
mystery, like it.
The up has absolutely been relentless for the last maybe half a kilometre. My calves are absolutely burning.
Your calves are burning? Really? That makes me feel better. My calves and thighs are sore.
And I don't have calves.
No.
I don't know if you've noticed, but they don't exist. Check these out. Full flex, guys. There's nothing there. That's where we're heading. Up there. The track cuts just through that gap there near that tree. It's getting full on climb.
Hands and knees now.
Hands and knees, yeah.
Not really.
No.
No, I'm exaggerating. Hands and big push-offs with your legs. Really just got to drive through the thighs to get you up. I'm pretty knackered, ready for a break.
I think
Hopefully.
we'll stop when we get through this gap.
I'm hoping that's actually the ridge.
Yeah, I don't know.
That was a big one. Holy moly. Ooh. That was a big one.
Slippery.
Stay left, yeah. It's official, we are on the ridge. I'm pretty sure this is a ridge, Shan.
I think it is too.
Yeah. Oh, we made it to the ridge for breakfast.
Let's keep going.
Yeah. Curious to see what the time is. How long it took. St Mary's Peak Summit 1.6. Wilpena Pound Visitor Centre going the opposite way, the long way, 12 k's. 2 hours and 10 minutes and we've done 6 k's.
That's pretty good.
That's
considering
a good
how steep it is.
I think that's a good effort. Yeah. Let's take a really good long break now. Let's just hope that this fog clears out. Oh my goodness, we have just given it 40 minutes. Just trying and hoping that this fog will clear. But honestly now, the fog is so strong that it's ultimately raining on us.
Yeah, you've just been watching it just tear up the valley and get worse and worse.
So now, not only are our muscles cold, no longer warm, but we're getting wet. Mother Nature.
We'll push for the summit and fingers crossed this next 1.6 kilometres that we've got to go, it starts to burn off.
I mean, that could take us a good hour. I think it's going to be hard slog.
I think so.
And just fingers crossed she starts to burn off, man. Oh, there's nothing worse than doing a summit and not being able to see.
Yeah, it sucks.
Oh, then you feel like you have to do it again too.
Yeah.
It's not off the list. Here goes nothing, guys. Fingers are crossed.
This would look so sick if it was clear. Just this narrow track with drop-offs on both sides. That is so cool. $800 meters to the peak. My turn. Last, I'd say 800 meters from the summit, we've just been working our way through all these rock boulders. It's
Fun.
It's slow going. It's fun, but very slow going. But I think we're almost about to hit the summit, which is pretty epic.
We just got our first glimpse of the view. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Oh, we're just going to have to burn a little bit of time up here, Sham.
Hopefully it burns off completely.
Oh, this is what I was hoping for. This is epic. Wowza, she's burning up, baby. Woo!
That could be the summit, guys.
Holy moly.
Oh my god.
Come on, guys. You can make it too. You can do it. Last couple of steps.
We are all standing on top of the highest point in the Flinders Ranges.
Whoop, whoop.
It's pretty epic. If I can get over to this sign here, we're standing at 1171 meters, St. Mary's Peak. I am pooped. It's just gone 10:33.
10:33. So an hour and 20 minutes, let's call it. Woohoo!
Oh,
No, what?
come up here.
Up there? Oh, we're like two little kids in a candy shop. The fog has just added this excitement to the experience for us.
Yeah.
It's just like
when it clears, you can just see forever.
The mystery and the revealing and just, will it clear, won't it clear, when will it clear again? Oh, it's so exciting. We're such nerds.
The fog has lifted. I just ran up to the peak again to try and give you some footage of these 360-degree views. absolutely spectacular. And that now is looking down into the pound.
The saddle is just there, and can you see the path down into the, what do they call it? The pound. Thank you, Shannon. We are halfway back down from the summit to the saddle, and I have to say the views are just spectacular. They are revealing themselves to us now, all the views that we missed out on the way back up. Absolutely stunning. We are back at the saddle. We both feel like there's plenty of steam left in our tank. So we are going to head this way and do the 12k walk via the Pound Trail. So that should be interesting. We are well and truly in the Pound now. Just a little bit further to go down. We're at the bottom. We just had a lunch break.
Well needed.
About 9 hours, no, 9k's to go.
9k's to go.
Fatigue setting in. Have a little bit of an opening, which gives us just a little bit of a sense of feel of the fact that we're in the Pound. They're pointing us up that lookout, Shannon.
They are.
I didn't say that very good because I'm so... I've decided to go up to the lookout. It's only an extra 500 metres, so add on another K. I'm spent, bruh.
Me too.
Turns out that last 500 metres almost killed me. Way too hard. Straight up a hill. Whew. Me buggered.
I'm buggered too. But check out the view. See right in to the Pound. And they call it the Pound because these mountains go right round like a giant ring and create like an enclosure in the middle, which is what we're looking into.
Just a cruisy 3.2k cool down walk back to the car. We are so close now, but in 1k's time, so 2k's from the end, if you're not feeling like walking anymore, you can get the shuttle bus back, but they come at set times, so just check with the information centre to see what time they do run. Morning guys, we got back from our walk last night at 5:10, so it took us 10 hours and 50 minutes. Let's round that to 11. It should have taken us around 9 hours. Now we definitely could have done it faster. We killed a fair bit of time waiting for the fog to clear. We had camera issues which ate up some time. We were not rushing at all, and we also added on that little lookout walk as well. So definitely could have been done quicker. Now the walk overall, I loved it. Now I found that going from up that main outside track, so up at the beginning to the saddle, was actually a lot easier than the summit walk to Mount Ohlssen. But the overall length of the summit track, doing the whole loop, the St. Mary's track, doing the full loop of the St. Mary's track, was overall, because of its sheer length, a lot more challenging than Mount Ohlssen. Now, which one do we prefer? Now that's really, really tricky because they're both completely different and they offer you completely different views. So if you've got the stamina and the willpower, do both of them because they really do give you completely different viewpoints. But if you could only do one, which one would it be, Shan? If you could just do one. Yeah.
You're
But,
only
okay.
gonna do one.
St. Mary's
St. Mary's Peak.
And you could just do the outside loop and go up and down in the 6 hours. And if you wanted to make it a little bit shorter, you could even just do it up to the saddle, but walk the whole length of the saddle. So take the turn like you're going to go to the summit, but just walk the length of the saddle and don't go up. You'll know when you get there. And don't go up any higher. The views on the way back through there were incredible, which we didn't get to show you because we're having GoPro green screen issues. Now, as far as so we said Mount Ohlssen was in our top 3. I think now we have to say that St. Mary's Peak is in our top 3, but Mount Ohlssen is still right up there. Yeah.
But it definitely bumps it down.
Yeah.
St. Mary's Peak, top 3 walks that we've ever done for sure.
We are now finished in the Wilpena Pound area. We're going to head off and start exploring the actual Flinders Rangers National Park, which we're really looking forward to. So keep an eye out for next week's video. We will see you next week. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And leave us a comment too. We'd love to hear from you. See you next time. Bye, guys.
Bye.